So is this private property, is it?
This is private land, my friend.
Who owns it?
None of your business.
So is it not owned by...
the land registry, and I'll tell you all about it.
Is it not owned by the police, by the Ministry of Justice, or...
You define it.
I mean, whether or not it's
private. I don't know exactly who owns it, but it's private. Property.
Whether or not you rent it
I'm
privately, yeah, can you just keep a bit of a distance?
I'm trying to be reasonable.
Yeah, and I'm just saying, if this is private and it's even rented by the government, which it obviously is.
When answers vanish, suspicion grows. If a site is funded by the public, why hide behind silence? Transparency should be automatic, not dragged out under pressure. Original footage provided by Power to the Proletariat. Full link in the description. Subscribe to Audit Insight, where the truth behind police accountability is exposed.
Can we just be reasonable about this? You've got to here. You're not going to get any further than here.
Is that your warrant, Is that your warrant card, sir? 16738. Is that Constable Fowler?
Yes, I'm a police officer.
Okay.
I'm telling you, this site is a private police site, and you do not have access to it.
Do you have any evidence of that?
I don't need any evidence.
Well, you could tell me it's illegal to wear this coat, but it doesn't mean that it's true. Just because you showed me a card that I'm a police officer, that coat is illegal.
You're not coming in.
Okay. What happens if I do?
The moon, mate, doesn't mean she's with NASA and get a plane to get to it.
Pardon?
But again, no signage, no barriers for pedestrians. In law, access is either clearly restricted or it is not. Authority cannot exist in a vacuum of rules.
Like, we can go along this line if you want, mate.
If this were private, where there would be signage saying private property.
We don't need to do this. We don't need to do this. Why don't you just make your way? We don't need to be doing this, okay? It doesn't need to escalate to this. If you go on your way, then that will be fine.
Tell you what, you're going to leave here before I do today.
Okay. Okay.
Force without law is tyranny. In the UK, reasonable force has meaning out only when backed by legislation. Here, the threat stands on shaky ground.
In public, at the end of the day, don't work in a public place. I mean, it is. Where I'm stood is a public place. But yeah, so if you don't want to be filmed, A, don't come to somebody with a camera. You obviously knew I was recording, that's why you've come.
I finished work in about 10 minutes. Do you want to meet off-site and have a chat?
No, I'm good, mate. Is that a threat?
No, I'm just want to have a chat.
We're having a chat now, aren't we?
Want to do that?
We're having a chat now, aren't we?
Yeah.
Simple logic, ignored too often. Cameras do not create conflict. Behavior does. Those with power fear the lens because it records truth.
It's not a threat at all, mate.
Officer Fowler, are you hearing this? This security guard's using fighting words. He's saying he wants to meet me off-site in 10 minutes when he finishes work.
You want to come off and have a chat? We'll have a chat about it somewhere else.
Which is clearly a threat, and that's considered fighting words under the law.
Is that a threat?
Yes.
Okay, what exactly are considered fighting words under the law? What bit of legislation you talk about here?
I can't remember.
A chilling moment when security crosses the line into intimidation. Accountability is not optional, it is essential.
Legislation?
No, off the top of my head, no.
Okay, so if you're going to quote legislation at us,
okay,
and then say, I need to be aware of that and be aware of those words.
But you're a police officer.
But you don't know the legislation you're quoting.
Yeah, but you're a police officer.
How do you know it is?
Okay, it's still a threat, which even a threat, even something that makes somebody feel like they're being threatened or about to be attacked, actually...
You're calling me an idiot just now.
Actually...
British law recognises words alone as capable of harassment. An insult can escalate to intimidation. Here, the officer brushes it aside, but the risk is real. UK law is clear. Police powers derive from statute, not personal opinion. Entry onto private land is restricted only when clearly marked. Otherwise, the public holds implied right of access. PACE, the Police and Criminal Evidence Act, governs stop and search, detention and questioning. Nowhere does it give officers power to demand identification without lawful reason. This is the bedrock of civil liberty.
Yep. Anyway,
how are we going to resolve it today, mate? I can't let you on the site.
Okay, well, I will tell you, I will not go past that barrier.
That's fair enough. I'm quite happy if you're out here filming,
yeah,
as long as you're not interfering with the security staff.
Okay.
Let them go about their business.
Yeah.
Let the officers going about their business.
Yeah, yeah.
I've got no issue with...
As I said, I've not bothered anybody, not interacted with anybody.
Are you happy to give me a name? A first name?
No. Sorry, mate.
Nothing?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
But,
fine. All right, mate.
No.
You're in public. You can film whatever you want.
Cool. Yeah, definitely recommend, because somebody actually came here about a year ago that I saw doing this, and there's no signage there. And the sergeant that came out, spoke to them, said, "Yeah, we'll get."
Finally, common ground. The line is drawn, the law respected, filming continues without trespass.
Yeah.
I'll take it up again. And I think that's kind of the point that you guys are making, isn't it?
Yeah, we come to point out flaws in the system, see where we can and where we can't access. If we are about to access somewhere, how we're dealt with in first hand. Vanessa wasn't unreasonable with me. She stopped up there, said she'd walk around with me.
One officer proves the difference. Calm, professional, respectful. This is policing done right, and it stands in stark contrast to the chaos before.
Part sergeants are usually pretty good. They're good at de-escalating situations, rather than the other officers. Very abrasive, very aggressive. But yeah, I'll look up that on Fighting Words. Pretty sure there's legislation on it. And I'll link that in the video. I like that police car. It looks like an old style police car that you used to get on like Need for Speed Underground 2 and old racing games like that.
Rank does not make the leader, restraint does. Real power lies in control, not aggression.
So the sergeants just explained to the security guard that barrier that they were leaving continuously open there, that's no different than leaving the gates open, which is an implied right of access, which is spot on. So he's telling the security guard to make sure that gate remains closed. But yeah, I'm not going to push my luck and go past. At the end of the day, I've got the interaction that I really wanted. The sergeant came, told the others to go away, and dealt with it. So what's that you got? Operational Health Support Unit over there.
A single detail changes everything. An open gate is an invitation. Security is not about hostility, it is about clarity.
Exactly, Sergeant. See, Sergeant Gets is saying the auditors are going to come back because we're pressuring them to do something about it. And that's exactly what we're doing. Yeah.
That is the essence of an audit. Not provocation, not chaos, exposure of weakness, forcing the system to improve.
And then I think I'll probably be on my way.
The mission ends not in arrest, but in revelation. Exeter HQ, a fortress on the surface, flawed at its core. 3 lessons stand clear. Signage matters. Without clear restrictions, public access cannot be denied. Professionalism matters. Insults and threats erode authority. Respect restores it. Transparency matters. When security fails, cameras will find the truth. If you believe in accountability, share this video. Subscribe to Audit Insight. Your support keeps this truth alive. And remember, the camera never blinks.